Welcome to this course. This is prompt engineering for base artificial intelligence output. In this course, I'm going to teach you how to use any form of AI the right way to get the best result. I know a lot of you know AI, a lot of you have been using AI, and probably you may not know how to use it the right way, or you have not been getting the best result possibly. In this course, I'm going to walk you through how to use any form of AI the right way to get the best result for anything you want to do with the AI. This course is divided into three. I'm going to teach you prompt engineering to generate text, prompt engineering to generate images, prompt engineering to generate videos. We also have prompt engineering to generate audio, but that will not be covered in this course. But in case you want me to make a video for you on that, kindly tell me in the comment section, and once I go through the comment section, I'll be able to make a video for you on that. So this first video is only for the test. I will put in the link to other videos in the video description. That is the video for the one to generate image, the one to generate videos in the comment section. So it's a series, it's a 3-series course. So please find all the 3 videos and go with me. Now I'm going to make this complete. I'm not going to hold anything back. At the end of this course, I will compile a list of over 100 good prompting, particularly for business and people who content creators, people who use it on social media and all of that. I'm going to compile over 100 prompts that will help you in your business. At the end of this video as well, I'm also going to give you at least 20 best AI that I actually use myself. We have thousands of AIs, like thousands, up to 1,000. We have thousands of AI, but I'm going to fetch at least 20 that are best that I've been using. I'm going to put the list also to those who will be watching from beginning to the end. All right, so if you'll be staying with me from beginning to the end, please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's proceed. I promise you, this is going to be a course that will transform the way you use any form of AI. Now let's proceed. Now, prompt engineering for base AI output, that is the course title. All right, now first, what is AI? For the purpose of those who are new to AI, please permit me to explain what is AI. AI simply means artificial intelligence. Please focus on the word artificial, so it's not real. Take note of that. It only thinks and scrape informations. All right, so it's artificial. All right, now what is the meaning of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is like a software that once you give out information or instructions to it, it processes the information, think about the information, and be able to give you results based on that information. Take note, I said it processes information and gives you results based on that instructions. I actually call them instructions. So take note, it only works based on what you give to it. So you can see that this computer, if I click on next, is going next. That's the instruction I'm giving to the computer to move to the next slide. So AI is also a software like this that also process instructions. Now AI is not a human being. It means that if you pinch AI, it will not cry, it will not be happy, it will not laugh. All right, so AI is not human being. It works based on data and based on instructions. So you have to take note of that, so that you will be able to know. Of course, that's the reason for this particular course. So it does not have emotions like human beings. It only reads instructions. It understands patterns. Pattern means, let's say for example, yesterday I was talking to AI about love, and today I'm talking to AI based on the communication we were talking about love yesterday. I want us to continue. It actually understands that you were talking about love yesterday with him, and it can continue. So it understands pattern. It generates answer. For example, what is love? It gives you the answer directly. All right, so it writes content, it creates ideas. For example, generates me 10 video ideas for my YouTube channel. It generates those ideas. So it also answers questions. For example, today I'm making this video today, and today I think Arsenal play Champions League with PSG 2026. So you can actually add what was the score line of Arsenal vs PSG Champions League 2026, and it will give you the answer directly. Is that okay? So it is not a human being. It only read instructions, understand patterns, generate answers, and of course write content, create ideas, and solve problems for you. So today AI is everywhere, and we have to jump into it. All right, so you have to learn how to use it the right way. So now, this, if I say AI is a software, what are these softwares? All right, what is the example of AI? So we have AIs like ChatGPT, we have AI like Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek, Hinksfield, Perplexity. We have different AI. See, we have thousands of AI. AI just started not long ago, but everybody is generating their own AI, and you can see that we have a lot of AI. So ChatGPT is the most popular, but we still have Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek, and all of that. So let me just show you. See, so this one here is ChatGPT. So I'll be putting some of the links to the video description, and those of you who will be following me from beginning to the end, I will also be giving that to you. I'll give you a code on how to get that particular template. All right, so this is ChatGPT. You can go to chatgpt.com or check the link in the video description. This is Gemini. All right, you can see Gemini. This is DeepSeek. All right, this is Claude. All right, you can see this is Claude, and of course those are the 4 major examples that I have for you. Everybody is creating AI. In fact, almost all the companies are using AI. So AI is everywhere. Gemini is owned by Google, so the AI that Google has is what we call Gemini. Facebook, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Mark Zuckerberg's company, that's Meta, they have their own AI called Meta. It's integrated on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. All right, X, that is Twitter, has their own AI called Grok. Is that okay? There are just a lot of AI. Every company is owning AI now, and that's why I said AI is now everywhere. Is that okay? So those are the types of AI, and these particular ones here I just listed here are the ones we'll be using throughout the whole of this course. All right, if we go to where to generate video and images, I may actually introduce, in particularly videos, I may actually introduce another form of AI which is called Hinksfield. But for now, for this particular video, let's focus on these 3. Is that okay? Now, people use AI for writing, schoolwork, business, marketing, video scripts. Those who do video content creation, they use it to write scripts. They use it for social media captions, email. They use it to research. All right, they use it for every customer service. In fact, I'll have a course I'm going to prepare for you guys. It's called AI automation, and that one is a mind-blowing course as well. So AI, people use AI for different things. Now the question now is, what do you use AI for? So tell me in the comment section. So what business, why are you here, why are you taking this course, what do you want to use AI for? You can tell me in the comment section, and I'll try to help you if I can. All right, so a simple example of AI is, imagine AI as a very smart assistant. So if you tell AI, write a birthday message for my mother. So let's practice this. All right, let's just practice this. So I'll just copy this prompt, and let's say we are using ChatGPT, and I paste it and say, write a birthday message for my mother. So you can see I can just say, and just write happy birthday message for my mother. Today I celebrate just nothing. You can see it's writing a lot of messages. All right, you can see. So if probably this message is too long, let's say I'm designing the graphics and I want something short, I can say make it short. All right, I want let's say make it short, let's say 2 to 3 lines. All right, 3 to 2 lines. So this one I'm also going to teach you more about how to rephrase prompting, but let's just do this one. So it generates a lot of these ones that you are seeing, and I rephrase it and say make it short, 2 to 3 lines. You say, happy birthday mom, thank you for your endless love, sacrifice and prayer. And you can see that we are giving AI a simple instructions, and it's understanding the instructions and giving us a result based on that instruction. That's what artificial intelligence is all about. Is that okay? So it quickly creates one for you. So if you say write it emotionally and make it short, all right, you can see that I rephrased already. So if I have put write it emotionally, it will also transform it to emotionally. Right? Is that okay? So the AI changes the answer based on your instructions. Remember, AI is not real. It only works based on instructions, and that's why instructions is very important. So AI listens to instructions. So the better your instructions, the better the result. The better the input, what you give to the AI, the better the output, what you get. So AI is like a garbage in, garbage out. So it depends on, like they used to say, woman, what you give to woman is what woman will give to you. Is that okay? Those of you who are women, sorry I'm making this example. Is that okay? All right, so this is where prompt engineering comes in. So if AI is about prompting. You see, AI is about input, what to give. So you have to know how to give, you have to know how to now do the prompting the right way, which is now the main purpose of this course. Is that okay? Now let's go. What is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is the skill of giving AI the right instructions to get the best result. Are you seeing how the thing is going? AI is the best, is the skill. So AI is actually a skill, and I'm going to teach you how to use it to make money. Please take note of that. I didn't say it from the beginning. I'm going to teach you how to use it to make money, not just to use it for yourself or for businesses, but I'm also going to use it how to monetize this skill. So join me as we continue. So the instruction you give to AI is what we call prompt. So that instruction I give to AI, write me a birthday message for my mother, is what we call prompt. Take note of that. So example, write a Facebook post about football. That sentence is called prompts. So why prompt engineering is important? Many people use AI wrongly. Believe me, that by the time you finish this course, you must have realized that you have been using AI the wrong way. You have been using AI the wrong way. I'm telling you the truth. There are a lot of people who are using AI wrongly, and for this course, it's an eye-opener for you. So they give weak prompts like write something for me. That instruction is too confusing. If you tell AI write something for me, this is what to the AI does not know what to write, who the audience is for, the writing tone, the topic, the tone, etc. So the AI is confused if you say write something about what is the thing is for who, so that you can be able to align it. And in this course, I'm going to teach you the 4 main parts of a prompt, which is very, very important. So now let's proceed. All right, so the answer may be poor, all right, because the prompt is weak. But a smart prompt engineer gives clear instruction. You are a professional sports writer. Write a Facebook post about why young footballers should train daily. Use simple English and make it motivational. You can see that this is now direct. The 4 main parts of a prompt is integrated here, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to disintegrate it as we continue and show you how everything looks. So the AI now understand the role, the topic, the audience, the style, and the language, who the AI is for. So when the AI understands this, it can be able to now give you a better result. Is that okay? So the output becomes much more better. Why? Because the prompt is better. All right. So practical demonstration. Weak a prompt is write about business. So this is too general. All right, this is too, let's do practicals for this. This one here is too general, so let's copy this and do the practicals. All right, let me use Gemini for now. Again, I've used ChatGPT, I've used this. Remember I said I'll be using the 4 at once. So I put the message write about business. All right, say at a call, so it's just writing generally about business. See, it's just there's no direction, but you remember that you are doing a particular business. For example, you're in fashion designing, you are selling perfume, you are selling real estate, you are selling all of those business. Maybe you are doing anything, but it's writing a general message saying at the core, business is the art of science. It's defining business and give us the core values, all these things. We don't need all these things. We need something that is very direct, and this brings us to this particular one here, which says you are a business coach. Write a simple 300 words article teaching teenagers in Nigeria how to start a small business with little money. Now you can now remember that, you can now see that this one here is very straight, but there's one thing I want to say here before I click on enter. Before I click on enter, sorry, let me use Gemini, because it's Gemini we use. So before I continue, you have to understand that if you want it to be more than 300 words, you can increase this to 1000 words. If you want it to be for adults, you can change it from adult to adult to adult. If you want it to be for only girls, for only boys, for only females, just like that, you can change it. All right, how to start a small business with little money. If you want it to be technical language or emotional, motivational, you can also change it. This is just an example. We are going to give more examples as we continue. Is that okay? So hey future boss, you don't need millions of bank Nigeria. So you can now see that this one is direct. Just look at it, you can see that it's direct. It's not as bogus as this one here. It's not as bogus as this one here. This one is now directly targeting at something. So that is what prompt engineering is all about. So the better the input, the better the result. Is that okay? You are a business, so now the output becomes clear, targeted, useful, and of course professional. So that is that, and then let's proceed. So if you're liking this video and you like what I'm giving to you, please kindly help me subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Now let's continue. Why prompt engineering is powerful? It's a powerful skill. Prompt engineering is becoming one of the most valuable digital skills in the world. That's what I told you, that I'll be teaching you how to also monetize it. It's not just to know how to use it. Is that okay? So why? Because AI is growing very fast. Everybody is developing AI. If I set up my mind to develop AI today, I would do it. All right, but it costs some resources like that as well. So every company is integrating AI. Every business is using AI. Some people are even creating their own. Like I told you, S have their own AI. TikTok has their own AI. LinkedIn has their own AI. Facebook has their own AI. Gemini, Google has their own AI. Bing has their own AI, and even YouTube has their own AI. You can see that AI is everywhere. All right, even Telegram has their own AI. It's interesting to know that. Is that okay? So AI is everywhere. Business content creators use AI, and you need to learn how to use this. So who uses prompt engineering? Who uses prompt, or who is supposed to be a prompt engineer? Everybody, as far as you're interested in using AI. In fact, the fact that you click this video to watch means that you want to use AI. So prompt engineering is for everybody. You have to know how to use AI before you can get the best results. So content creators, business owners, students, freelancers, etc. Now imagine two people using AI. So let's say person A say write a caption. So the AI does not understand which caption he's writing for. Is that okay? So person B say you are a social media expert. Write a short Instagram caption. So you can see that you can't compare the result of, if we do the practicals now, you can't compare the result of person A with person B. Why? Because this one is more broad and more specific. So this person A gets the best result. So sorry, person B gets the best result. Why? Because the prompt is better for person B than person A. So AI, I'll teach you some of the ingredients of AI. All right, but before we proceed, please kindly help me subscribe to the channel again. We're done with module 1, which has to do with the basics of prompt engineering. Now we are now moving to module 2, which has to do with making AI a smart assistant for you, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. All right, now let's go. Now AI is like a smart assistant. All right, think of it like your personal assistant. I have PAs both online and in the physical office here. So the job they do for us is, if I tell you do this, if the instruction is clear, my PA does the work clearly. But if the instruction is not clear, right, he kind of bring a very rock result, a result that even you yourself you will start laughing. Is that okay? So think of AI like an assistant. The instructions you give to the AI, if it does not understand that instruction, it will not give you the best result. So if you understand it, it's going to give you the best result, and that's why prompting is very important. All right, so AI works on instructions, it works on data, it works on patterns, it works on context. Instruction means what you are giving to the AI. All right, data means if you tell AI now, right, what is marriage, or let's say I need to know, let's say for example, for that example I use, what is the scoreline of Arsenal vs PSG in Champions League 2026. AI goes to Google or any search engine like Bing, YouTube, etc. to fetch the result. So it goes to research data and gives to you. So it does not just work like that. It's not magic. AI is not magic at all. AI research and brings out data. So it goes to search engines and pick out results for you. So, and based on the instructions, it works on instruction. I remember again, I said, if we're talking to AI yesterday about love and you're telling AI to work, let's continue on that discussion, it can continue with you. Why? Because AI understands patterns and you understand context as well. So think of AI like as an assistant. So the better the result, the instructions you give to AI, the better the result that you get. So example, let's say imagine telling AI bring the thing there for me. So the person may ask which thing. All right, if I tell my PA bring that thing there for me, which thing are we talking about? Where? All right, what is the color of the thing? What is the size of the thing? Right, so the instruction is not clear and the result may be very confusing. But let's look at these clear instructions. Write something. Instead of saying write something, you can say write a motivational speech for a secondary school student preparing for exams. Now the AI now understands what to write, what to do, what the audience, the tone, the style of the write-up. Is that okay? Now let's practice this. Let's practice this using let's practice this using Claude. So I put this here and say write a motivational speech for a secondary school student, and then I click on enter. Now let's see how the result is going to look like. All right, so here a motivational speech is writing. Claude basically is used for coding. I don't actually use Claude to write most of my write-up because I see Claude as how they call a coding platform. So if I want to do with anything coding, I usually use it. All right, so but see the result is good. Say, let me ask you something. When did you first learn to walk? So you can see he's asking, write a motivational speech for a secondary school student preparing for exam. Let me ask you something. When did you start writing? You don't remember, but here is what you will know. You fail over and over again. And then this is how the speech started. Oh my god, I love AI, man. So you just have to love AI. So see the way it start writing is everything is, you know, before it start giving you AI is actually good. Out of these 4 AI, at the end of this course, I'm going to tell you the one that I don't actually like out of the 4. All right, now let's give this same AI, let's give this same prompt to DeepSeek. Now what I want you to do is I want you to compare the 2 results. So let's put it here and write a motivational speech for blah blah blah. And now let's see. Now it's also writing. DeepSeek has adverts. So let's see, this is it. Now I want you to compare this. I know that the comparison is very simple, but then I want you to compare the result we get from DeepSeek, which is this one you're seeing here, and this one here. Which one did you prefer? All right, you can read it properly. All right, you can read it properly if you want. So but let me tell the AI, please expand it to over 700 words. All right, so you can just follow up like that. Remember what I said. If it's not good, you can just keep giving. So let's wait for it. That's one thing about Clock. You have to watch advertisement. They are advertising a lot. So sorry about that. The ads were just too much. So but please expand to over 700 words. So let's click on enter so that I can be able to expand these words to over to. I'm going to teach you prompt continuity, so but don't worry about that, we'll get there. So you can see that is here. Even when we give prompt in continuity, how can you compare this result with this one we got from Claude? So tell me in the comment section which one you prefer, and please practice this. The reason why I want you to practice is because there's a difference from who practiced with who just watched. You may just watch it and say, this is easy, but if you don't practice it, you will not get the right result. So write out all these prompts and the prompt I'm going to be giving to you, and ensure that you practice this. Is that okay? Now let's return back to our course. All right, let's return back to our course. All right, so of course we just did good examples for that. Now AI loves clarity. That's point 1. I'm going to give you point 2 and 3, but one of the most important parts of AI is that it loves clarity. The more confusing the prompt is, the more confusing the result. All right, remember, AI is not human. AI is not magic. It's not doing magic. So one major secret of prompt engineering is that clarity beats complexity. I've just explained that. So you do not need big grammar. You only need clear instructions and clear details. Is that okay? So confusing prompts say, help me with money. The AI may not understand if you mean saving money, making money. In fact, let's give AI this and you see what AI will ask me. Let's give, I think I tried it the other day. So let me give AI this and see what the AI will. In fact, the AI will actually ask me about what? I can't give you money directly. Are you saying? But I can help you to get money. So it now offers ways. Let me try another AI. Let me say Gemini and click on here and see the result again. So instead of saying it's giving you money, it's rather suggesting ways for you to get money. So you are feeling financially stressed right now. I hear you. Take a deep breath. Navigating money to give you the most practical reward help is just giving you a step-by-step guide on how to get money. But if that prompting was actually say, give me 5 simple ways university students in Nigeria can make money online, you can see that this one here becomes more better. Now let's do a comparison with ChatGPT and Gemini. Now we did DeepSeek and Claude, but for this one, let's do it for ChatGPT and Gemini, and you still tell me your results in the comment section. So here are 5 simple ways university students in Nigeria can make money online without investment. Remember the prompt, give me 5. To me, I'm still seeing this prompt as a simple prompt. Although we are going to talk about types of prompts. So see it. He said you can become a video editor, affiliate marketer, right? Can become online tutor, social media manager, freelancer, freelance writing, etc. Okay, you can see that it's giving clear results. Is that okay? Now let's go to Gemini and then put that same topic and then click on enter and see how it's going to generate. Now please, I'm going to show you the tool. Watch the tool. As university today in Nigeria, balancing classes and side hustle is tough, especially when blah blah blah. They start writing this. Now, between ChatGPT, okay, between Gemini, which is this result, see it, this result you're seeing, this result you're seeing, and this one here. Is that okay? Which one do you think is better? Which one do you think? I'm going to tell you a comparison of most of all these things at the end of this video, but then let's keep going. But just tell me in the comment section for this particular one, ChatGPT and Gemini, which one wins? I'm not saying you should tell me what is in your mind, because some of you may think that ChatGPT is your patapata of the or some of you may say Gemini is your patapata of the or, you judge from that angle. Only judge from this result. I'm going to tell you my best AI as we proceed. Only judge from the result I just showed you. All right, now let's continue. All right, let's continue. Now, it is very confusing, of course, if your prompt is not direct. So write an advert is another example. Is write an advert for what? The AI may ask advert for what? Who is the target audience? Is that okay? So I want AI to actually ask me that question, because there was a day I did that and AI asked me the question before he proceed. So no, this one does not give the exact thing. So you know the reason why it's not giving me the exact thing, because I've been using AI. So if I tell you write me an advert, so it's fetching data of the things that I have done before. All right, so AI already knows that I'm into tech. I used to write social media posts, I used to write scripts, I used to write all these things. So if it's giving me something, it's giving me based on that. But I've not been using this particular cloud. The cloud I'm using is the one on my phone. So you can see that it's now happy to help. What would you like to advertise? Are you not seeing what I was looking for? So why is it asking me like that? Because the prompt is bad. The prompt is not direct. So it's asking me, what do you want me to advertise? Are you seeing? So you have to be direct and not be stressing AI. Is that okay? You not be stressing AI. You have to know how to use prompt engineering. But if it's ChatGPT already knows about me, so it will just write something for me. But it's very bad if I've been talking to AI about ChatGPT about different things, and if I say write me about art, I used to create content for all our courses at Express Tech. So imagine if you go and pick writing advert for cybersecurity course. Meanwhile, that's not the course I want to advertise. All right, so just give AI the right direction. So better version is write a Facebook advert for a Nigerian food business selling. So now let's pick this. I'm picking this to Claude, because Claude says happy to help you. Write me. So now let's give you the better prompts. Now say write a Facebook advert for a Nigerian food business selling shawarma to university. If there's any way you don't understand this class, or there's a part maybe I'm not touching, and that's after you have watched this video, please tell me in the comment section. I'll do justice to touch it. All right, now let's proceed. All right, so it's ready, and then you can see. So you can see how it's looking. But let's say expand it to 7. I don't know why I like 700 words. 700 words, and then you can see it is now going to expand it and make it more look. But if you're running advertisement, don't use too many tests. Is that okay? That's why you can see that AI limits this to very few tests, because he also knows about advertising. So you can see it's going to make it up to 700 words. So the focal point of all I've been saying is best input, best result. The better the instructions, the better the output. Please take note of that. So that's why you need to keep. So you can see that it has expanded. It's still going, and it will see. Just take a look at how everything is looking. It's looking well. You can use AI to write books and all of that. I'm going to teach you how to do all of those stuffs. So now let's come back. All right, let's come back to here and then come back, and then let's proceed. All right, so another important secret is AI like details. Now note something. I said AI likes clarity. That's the first thing I said. The second thing I'm saying very important is AI like details. The more useful details you provide, the better the result you're going to get. Is that okay? Now, what are the details I'm talking about? let's say for example, I'm into tech and we own a tech company, so a digital tech academy. So if you actually want to learn any course like UI UX rather, cyber security, data analysis, virtual assistance, graphic designing, if you want to take any of these courses, please kindly send me a DM on the number in the video description or on the screen, and then tell me the course, and then once you register, I will connect you with the right tutor. If it is the one I'm to teach, I will just handle you, and you're going to get the best certificate, best result, and you will start earning money online. So I run a digital tech academy, and I usually advertise for each of these courses on our social media presence. So we have graphics for all of them, UI UX and blah 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 and all of that. So now let's say I want to advertise for cybersecurity. All I have to do is give AI the prompt, give AI that graphics. Or if I have a document, let's say sometimes we have a PDF that contains the outline, everything, blah blah. So we could just give the AI both the document, the graphics, and the PDF format, and it will fetch information from that this thing and give us the best result. That's what we call details. Add more details to your prompts. Let's practice that because I actually want to practice it. Let's practice that because I actually want us to practice that. So let's come to ChatGPT. I love ChatGPT a lot. All right, so I want to write a prompt, and then I will now attach one or two documents, and I'll show you how to do it. Now let's proceed. All right, so this is the prompt I'm going to give to the AI. I say you are a good copywriter. Write me. So I will tell you how all these prompts were created. So when we get to the four main parts of a prompt, you are a good copywriter. Write me 700 to 750 words advertising article, advertising one of my courses, cyber security. We teach all kinds of skills at our academy. They can learn both online and physical training in Abuja. I hope you can see. Make it motivational and convincing for students to register. Use the attached files for more details. We have not attached any file yet, right? I'm only showing you the prompting. So now let's attach that graphics. All right, so I've actually used I've been using this ChatGPT for today. So I've uploaded more than like 3-4 images. So I'm using the free plan, and I won't be allowed to upload image. But let me copy the prompts and go to Gemini, and then I'll now paste it, and then click on this plus. Always look at the plus. All right, you can click. If you're using the free plan, you have limits to the kind of this thing you see. So this is the cybersecurity graphics. All right, this is the graphics. I can show you the graphics. Let me actually show you the graphics so that you can be able to see how the graphics look, the details that the graphics has, so that when the AI generates it, you can see this is not okay, the one I named graphic cybersecurity is actually UI UX. So you can see this is how it looks, UI UX. This is how all the information. Now let's watch the output of the AI. All right, let's watch the output of the AI, and you see. But here I will change it to UI UX because it's a UI UX course. All right, so let me change it from here. I'll change it to UI UX designer. All right, so you can see that I've put in more image. All right, if I want to put in more document, let's say a PDF format or a word document format, I can still upload it. But remember, again, if you upload up to 3-4 I think for a day, you may not be able to upload again until 6 hours time. Is that okay? So you can upload even more PDF. Sometimes I upload the PDF, the picture, everything together, so that the AI has enough information to give me quality result. All right, so from here I can now click on enter, and then let's see the result that the AI is going to give to us. The AI is going to do a bit of research, and especially focus on this particular UI UX. So let's see it. You can see it. You can see it. It captures the money that is in the amount that is in the graphics, the on-site training, the online training. You can see just see everything. Everything is looking, my numbers that are there, everything is here. You can see it like this. See it. You can see it. Every information here is actually what is there. It's even giving the background of what Express Tech is, why you should study UI UX and all of that. So this is best. If you give, the more details you give to AI, the more it gives you better results. So some people can have a PDF format that has up to 500 pages. Just feed it to AI. It can do the work. All right, AI can do every work, any form of AI that you want to use. Is that okay? So like again I said, the more useful details you provide, the better the output that you get. Don't forget that AI loves clarity and AI loves details. Now we are now going to go to another topic which has to do with the 4 main parts of a powerful prompt. Remember, this topic is one of the most important topic that you'll ever see in prompt engineering. All right, the 4 main parts of a powerful prompt. This is the foundation of prompt engineering. It is a very, in fact, the basic. All right, so we have 4 main parts. Number 1, we have the role, we have the context, we have the task, we have the rules. Your prompt must have these 4 things. It is very important. Once your prompt has these 4 things, forget it. You are doing a good job. Is that okay? From here you can learn others, but once your prompt has these 4 things, now let's explain it. Now, number 1, rule. Tell AI who it should act as. AI love to act as someone. AI is a general software, but if based on what you want to produce, you must have to tell the AI to act like that. So if you are posting a social media post, let's say you are a good social media manager, give me 10 good ways to increase my followers from 1,000 followers to 2,000 followers in 1 week. The AI is going to act like that as a social media manager and gives you the work. You are a fashion designer. How will you promote this dress, let's say showback dress, on Facebook? It's going to give you a step-by-step guide, but you are telling the AI you are. Remember the previous prompts that we just did? I said you are a copywriter. Why? Because copywriting is a form of content writing that writes about advertising. The goal, content writing is a general word. The copywriting is an example, is a type of content writing. But the major part of copywriting is writing to sell. So that's why I tell the AI, you are a copywriter. Write me. So you can see when I write you are a copywriter, because I want the AI to act as a copywriter. Your own may be a different case. What do you want? Are you a content creator? You can tell the AI you are a YouTube script writer. Write me a script for this. You are this. So the AI must assume a position, and that's what we call a role. Who should you behave like? And this changes everything about the quality of the answer that you are going to get. Is that okay? So example, act as a professional teacher. You are a marketing expert. Act as a lawyer. You are a YouTube script writer. Different roles create different outputs. So on your own, what are you doing? What do you want AI to do for you? Tell me in the comment section, and if there's a way I can help you, I can actually do that. Is that okay? Now prompt 1 say instead of saying write about healthy eating. The AI does not really understand more of all these things. Is that okay? But it can give you result, but it will not be an efficient result. But if you say you are a professional nutritionist, write about healthy eating, the AI is going to give you more better result than the first one. Is that okay? So the second answer would usually sound more professional, more organized, more expert. This is how prompt engineering work. Oh, is that okay? All right. So more example, act as a primary school teacher and explain photosynthesis simply. Doctor role, as a doctor, you can say act as a doctor and explain malaria prevention. Is that okay? Social media manager, act as a social media manager and write me a catchy Instagram caption. So like again I say, based on your field, depends on how you tell the AI to act as. Always start with this. This is very important. So important tips is when using rules, be specific. Act as a writer. I did not say act as a content writer. Right? Content writing is a block thing. So don't tell AI act as a business person. No. Which kind of business? Act as a business, a fashion designer, business coach, or a fashion designer something. Don't just tell the AI a broad thing. Don't be specific. Remember, I use act as a copywriter, not act as a content writer. Why? Because content writing has different types. We have blog type of writing, email type of writing, we have script type of writing, and all of that. But I was specific, act as a copywriter, and that's where result is going to be getting, right? Now, the second type, or the second main component of a prompt is context. Remember, we are talking about the 4 main components of a good prompt, and the first one is a role. The second one is context. Context has to do with the background. You must have to tell the AI what your product is all about. What I mean, something about you. I don't know how to put it. Something about you, right? Now, in the prompt I used when I was creating a loading an image, when I uploaded an image, I said, you are a copywriter, write me an advertising about this. And I told him that we are a tech company, a digital company offering skills both online and physical. And I even told him that our physical training is in Abuja. I hope you now understand. So giving him a background about our tech company is what we call context. And if you don't tell AI about your background, it will not actually produce the best result, even though you give the role. So that's why context is very important. So you are a fashion designing company. If your fashion designing is only online, tell the AI that it's only online. We do so and so. We sell male and female clothes. If your real estate is selling all over, please tell the AI that you are selling real estate. You have locations in Abuja, Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom, Lagos, etc. If your location is only in Lagos, please tell the AI that your location is in Lagos, and tell the AI at least a bit about that business. It may just be 1 or 2 lines, but this is necessary for best output. Now, if you're liking this video, please kindly help me subscribe to the channel and like this video. Liking a video or subscribing does not take data. It does not take time. It's just to click. All right, please help me do that. Thank you. All right, so giving AI extra information about the situation actually help AI to actually do a good job. So write an advert. The AI does not understand that. It does not understand which product, does not understand what country the product is for, which audience, which platforms, and all of that. But if you tell the AI, write an advert for a small Nigerian fashion business targeting university students, you can see that this is the context. The context is small Nigerian fashion business targeting at university students. That is the one. That is how your business is only for university students, and it's a small business. It's a small Nigerian fashion. It's a small business actually. So the AI now understand the business type, the location, and the audience. So now let's combine the first part and the second part. Like the first part of a prompt and the second part. So let's say you are write an advert for a small Nigerian business fashion. So you can tell the AI you are a pro fashion designer coach, or you are a pro fashion designer, comma, write an advert for a small Nigerian fashion business. Are you not seeing? We have combined the first part and the second part. Is that okay? So that's what content is all about. We are still going to go to the third part, and I'll show you how to combine it, go to the fourth part, and how to now make a whole prompt a better prompt. Is that okay? So why context matters is that context help AI to understand your goal, avoid assumptions. It gives more accurate result. Is that okay? Another example is write a speech. You can see write a graduation speech for a secondary school student. So if you say write a speech, it's too bogus, too vague, people will not, the AI will not understand. But if you just say write a graduation speech for secondary school student, it makes a big difference. Is that okay? Now, many bad AI result happens because people forget context. You forget to tell the AI what you do. That is very important. AI is smart, but it cannot read your mind. You must explain properly, and it's very, very important. So now we are now moving to the third part of a good prompt, which is called task. The first one was role, the second one was context, the next one is now task. Is that okay? Task is after you have told the AI act as a screenwriter, all right? Then you tell the AI, I own a fashion designing business. What do you now want it to do with those two information? Do this. What you are telling the AI to now do is what we call task. So tell AI exactly what to do. I just told you in the previous slide that AI is not in your mind. It cannot assume what is in your mind. So you have to tell the AI what exactly to use. So the exact job you want AI to perform. Do not assume AI knows what you want. Is that okay? Be direct. So if you say, now I am let's say act as a fashion designer, I own a fashion designing company in Abuja, help me you and do what? Right? So that's a weak prompt. If you say help me, if you say help you to do what, the instruction is not complete. But if you say how they call it? You are a fashion designer, my designing company is in Abuja, I've considered the first one, the second one, write me, comma, write me. So you have now combined the first one, the second one, and now the instructions, which is the third one. I usually call task instructions because that's actually where to give the AI what to do. So write a 500 word Facebook post teaching beginners how to save money, and the AI is going to do that. Is that okay? More examples of tasks is generate 10 YouTube video ideas, rewrite this professionally. All right, you can just keep the beginner. So if you're a YouTuber, you don't even need to actually struggle yourself a lot. So you can just go to AI, you can tell you are a good YouTube script writer. I own a YouTube channel under tech. Generate me 10 YouTube video ideas. That's all. But we have not included the third one, the fourth one though. But we have, at least I'm explaining based on the ones we have covered. So it will generate you 10 business ideas. So as a YouTuber or as a content creator, as a business person trying to make posts online or trying to generate videos, you shouldn't run out of ideas if you know how to do good prompting. Don't just go to AI and say generate me 10 YouTube ideas. No, the AI does not know under which niche, for which audience, and all of this. Is that okay? Now, important tips to know is always use action words like write, create, generate, explain, summarize, rewrite, list, teach. So if you see me, you always say I've seen you write, create me, generate me. So that's what the most important with these words helps to understand how the request should be. Is that okay? Don't just write something. I don't even know some dummy tips to use, but because I'm not familiar with them, I'm familiar with the ones that I write. Is that okay? So that is that, and then let's proceed. And now we are now moving to the last part of a prompt. Remember again, sorry, I'm always taking you back. Remember again, we are talking about the four main parts of a good prompt. Number one is rule, number two is context, number three is what? Tell me in the comment section. And number four is rules. Tell AI what you want the output to look like. Do you want it to look more emotional? Do you want the writing to look technical? Do you want it to be motivational? Do you want it to look sorrowful? And that's how the output do you want to look catchy? Do you want it to look simple, technical, etc. So the rule is how the output should look. How should it come out? Right? Remember when we were talking about when I generated that happy birthday message to my mother, there's a second prompt I did which I say make it more motivational, so more emotional. That emotional you're putting is what we call the rule. Is that okay? So the rules are instructions that control the tone, the style, the length, the structure, and of course the language. Is that okay? It's very, very important. So example of rules is use simple English like keep it under 200 words. You can see that I've been using something like increase it to 700 words, increase it to 1000 words. These are rules. Is that okay? So you can write an article and say write it up to 500 words and all that. Use bullet points, make it emotional, write professionally. Are you seeing? So this is how. So when you're giving the prompt, this, let's say let me combine a prompt now. So a practical example could be let's combine the whole prompts together now. Is that okay? But I will still give a better example and do practical, but let me combine it. You are a good script writer. You're a good script writer. That is the role. I own a YouTube niche under tech, which I teach digital skills, all kinds of digital skills. Now the task is generate me 20 video ideas to create videos this month. Make each of them at least 10 to 15 word long. Make it very technical and make it self-explanatory. Is that okay? So those words I'm using is what we call rule, because that is the output. That's how the result will come out. So you can say write a motivational speech. The result may be too long or complicated, but if you say write a short motivational speech for teenagers using simple English and emotional storytelling, so you can say this emotional simple English are what we call rule. Is that okay? Now the AI knows the audience, blah 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 and all of that. Why does rules matter? Because rules gives you control. Without rules, AI makes assumptions a lot. AI makes assumptions when you don't give it. So imagine if you want a speech to be emotional, right? AI can just write it to be technical, can write it to be very broad, it does not follow. You can write it as maybe you are posting it on the internet like a blog post, right? But rule controls it. Now let's combine the whole thing together and do practicals. Is that okay? Now please do practicals. Is that okay? Do practical. Don't just watch videos on YouTube. Always practice it. And when you watch it, say, this one I know it. That don't assume that because you watched it, I'm explaining it very simple, you know it. Always practice it. Try to do it. Is that okay? Now let's combine the four. So role plus context plus task plus rule. Now the full example is, you are a professional YouTube documentary scriptwriter. This is what? This is role. I run a history channel focused on ancient civilization. This one is now the background, the context. Right, now this is now the task. Write a 5-minute script about the fall of the Roman Empire. Now the last one is now the rule. Use simple English, storytelling style, emotional hooks, and suspense. Is that okay? Now let's do this example. We are still going to do comparison. We are going to compare ChatGPT and we are going to compare Claude. Is that okay? We have not compared that one yet. We are going to compare it. So I put the result here and then I click on go, send prompt. So now it's going to generate me the prompt, the fall of the Roman Empire, 5 minutes documentary script. So it starts from the introduction. You can see the height of power, the first cracks appear, economy. You can see how the result is looking. Very, very good. This is a 5 minutes. I don't think this is up to 5 minutes, but this is right. So if it's not good, you can still tell it please to extend or add more details. You can see it to add more details. Is that okay? You can tell it to search the search engine to add more information. It will do that. All right. So you can see the result here. You can see the result here, how it looks. All right. So now let's come back to clock and then now put the same prompt and then ask clock to give us a better result. So now let's see. So it's working on it and it's going to give us the best result. It's already generating, and of course you can see how it's generating. Do you remember when I told you that Claude, basically sometimes Claude tends to be more of a coding platform to me, all right? But it's still good, but it's writing the write-up as form of coding, showing you, but it's going to bring it out as a form of write-up like this. So let's allow it to continue and then we see the final output. All right, so this is the final output. This is the final output. You can see this is the script. You can see everything. So the fall of Rome, YouTube documentary script, channel, Asian documentaries, World Council 50, golden code open. That is the introduction. I can see this one is telling us from minutes, even the minutes. It's even giving us the minute and everything. Now, between Claude and ChatGPT, which one do you prefer? Between Claude and ChatGPT, which one do you prefer? Remember that ChatGPT did not give the timing and everything, but it gives us everything clean. But Claude is giving us the timing and everything. It's even giving us the outro and everything, closing, etc. So which one do you prefer? I don't want to tell you the one I prefer, but which one do you prefer between Claude and this? Is that okay? Now, the reason I'll tell you my best AI, like I've been saying, but the reason why I'm showing you most of all these things is that don't depend on only one AI. Is that okay? You can see that in some cases, ChatGPT is giving us the better result. In some cases, Claude is giving us the better result. In some cases, Gemini is giving us the better result. The one that has actually not come a bit closer to me is DeepSeek, but it's still giving us a good output as well. Are you understanding? So in most cases, this gives you all different results. So you don't have to depend on only one AI. So download as many apps. So if you're using it from phone, go to Play Store or iOS Store and download any of these AIs to your phone. You can check my phone. You can see that I have up to like 4 or 5 AIs, but don't have too many so you will not be confused. Is that okay? All right. The best prompt engineers are not the people who use the biggest grammar. The best prompt engineers are people who give clear instructions, people who give details, accurate details, and people who know how to actually give the right instructions. So it's not about grammar. It's about how you can even explain something in Pidgin and AI will respond to you in the normal language. Sometimes it follows you in Pidgin as well. All right. Okay. Now to show you that AI can also respond in Pidgin, let's take guy. How far now? You feel generate me. You feel or no, not generate me. You feel write me a story about love. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. All right, now proceed. So guy, how far now? You fit this one is for Nigerians and those who speak broken language. So now let's look at how the story is going to chai. Chidi and Amaka were not just love, they were best friends. Chidi used to, this one is writing it in real language. Please write it in pidgin language, right? Just the way I gave you the prompts. Get the way I gave you the prompts, right? So let's see and see how it will convert this to pidgin. You can see Chidi and Amaka no be just lovers, them be bestie. Now they are using Chidi and bestie because you did not give the character name. If I have given the character name like to be Mercy and Dennis, for example, it's going to do that. Is that okay? So you can they meet for university first year. At first, now just hi and hello. You can see that AI is doing magic. You can even write those. So those of you who actually follow BBC Pidgin, I hope you know that there's something called BBC Pidgin channel on WhatsApp. So there's a time I followed them, and the one of the people who generated a content actually used AI because there was an AI nature in it. Remember I told you if you generate AI from AI, except you do a lot of editing, if not I will know. Is that okay? So I noticed that the person used AI because he even forgot to edit where the AI asked, should I continue? So I noticed it, and I think it seemed as though later on, I think the person deleted it. Imagine for a company like that to make a mistake. So you don't have to make, and I unfollow them actually. I'll follow them from WhatsApp because I'm already following them on Facebook. Because of that mistake, I'll follow them because I now notice that they're using AI to write content. So the content may not be legit. Is that okay? All right, so that is that. Now let's continue. So I'm only showing you that AI can write any form of content. Is that okay? So now we are now moving to the next part, which is now their types of prompting. This is another topic that is very important, but I'll try to be a bit fast with this so that we will not be too long. Is that okay? Now, in prompt engineering, not all prompts are the same. Different prompts used for different situations. Now that is that. We are done with the types of prompts. Now, the video is becoming too long. Is that okay? So this is actually the part 1 aspect. So I'm now going to end the video here, and I'll move to the next video where I'm going to continue this teaching. So I don't want the video to be too long so that you will not get confused. But in the next aspect, I'm going to continue from this one. So don't fail to continue in that second one. Is that okay? Now, types of prompting. All right, types of prompting. In prompt engineering, not all prompts are the same. You have to take note of that. We have prompts that are very simple. For example, you say, what is love? It's a very simple prompt. All right, if you tell AI what is the scoreline of PSG versus Arsenal's Champions League final 2026, it's just going to go straight to the point to give you the scoreline. PSG 1, Arsenal 1, PSG win in extra time or penalty shootout. Is that okay? That's what it's going to give you. I'm a football fan. That's why I know all those results. So you can see there are some prompts that are simple, there are some prompts that are detailed, there are some prompts that are instruction based. And for today, we're going to focus on how to explain each of them. So a simple prompt is a short instruction given to AI. Those prompts are quick and of course they are easy. So example of a simple prompt is write a poem about love. I just said that. Is that okay? Another example is give me 5 business ideas. So the advantage of a simple prompt is that it's very fast, very easy, it gives you results quickly. But the disadvantage is that AI may guess too much and output may be very, very weak. Is that okay? So sometimes I advise that your prompt should be detailed. Is that okay? So that is that. And now the second example, the second type of prompt is now the detailed prompt. And detailed prompt is majorly what we talked about from that 4 main points, 4 main parts of a prompt. That 4 main parts is actually the detailed prompt. Is that okay? And that's one of the best prompts. So it includes the role, the context, the tags, and the rules. Remember, we talked about this in that video, and that video is very, very important. Is that okay? In the previous video. So detailed prompts usually produce better quality, better structure, better accuracy, and all of that. So example of a detailed prompt is you are a professional relationship writer. Write a romantic. In fact, I'll write this one. Let me practice this one. This one is about love. All right, so let's come to ChatGPT, and we are going to give ChatGPT this. You are a professional relationship writer. Write a romantic poem for a wife celebrating 10 years of marriage. Use emotional. So you can see that this is detailed. It's telling you everything about that writing you are going to write. It's about relationship, it's a poem, it's celebrating the 10 years, and it's telling you to make it emotional. So we click on enter, and then let's see how the result is going to you. 10 years with you, my love, my home, through your, I don't know how to write poem, but this is how the prompt looks. If you want you to extend it, you can keep extending it, but we don't want to do that for now because I don't actually want this to be too long. So notice how many roles were included. You're a professional writer, as a role. Write a romantic poem for a wife celebrating 10 years of marriage. This is a task. Use emotional and simple words. Of course, this is rule. The only thing that is not here is the context. That's the background, but I think the context is here because we are having celebrating 10 years of marriage, so that's context. Is that okay? So it now understands everything. So why detail prompts are powerful? Detail prompts reduce confusion. It makes everything now looks a bit okay, and it gives AI direction. That's one of the most important things. So comparison example, let's say you say write a motivational speech. AI does not understand that. But if you say you're a motivational speaker, write a 3 minutes motivational speech for secondary school students preparing for WAEC exams. Use simple English, emotional storytelling, and encouragement. I will have done these practicals, but I want you to do it and put the result in the comment section. Even if you're not a WAEC student, all right, you can just do it and put the answer in the comment section, and I will see if you did it correctly. Now, the secret tip: when your AI output is poor, add more useful details. Now let's practice this, please. Add more useful details. Now let's come to ChatGPT. Now, of course, you can see that it gives this prompt. Now let's use this particular prompt and continue. So you can say 10 years with you, my love, my all that. Now if you want to add more details, you can say I want to add more useful details, all you can do is you can say expand this to 500 words and include his children and husband. All right, include his children and husband in the poem. Is that okay? Now look at how now I'm adding more useful information so that the prompt will be very, very good. So now look at how the prompt is now taking a good shape. You can now see that the prompt is now taking very, very good shape. Now if you don't like this again, all you can do is add more useful information by uploading. Of course, I've taught you how to do that. Uploading a document. Maybe now if you're not writing about relationship or poem, maybe you're writing about your business, all right, and you want better results. To add more results, you can continue prompting, continuity prompting, or you can include the graphics you are about to use, the image you are going to use. You can even include yourself. You can now, for example, when I used to wear Express Tech shirt, if I upload my picture wearing Express Tech shirt where it reads Express Tech Academy, it will always show the prompt will always capture it. Even write something about Express Tech, all right, showing that I represent Express Tech Academy. Is that okay? So bring in as many information as possible for the AI to keep giving you positive results. So you just have to settle for less because AI is there to do it. See, AI can do magic, but it's not magic. Is that okay? AI can do magic, but it's not magic. So the result we are getting, when I was still an undergraduate, AI was not as rampant. We were even using AI. But now AI is everywhere. Imagine the kind of things AI can do. Those days when I was in school, there are some assessment like mathematics assessment. You have to go and pay money for people to do you the assessment, or you attend tutorial. But there is no mathematical assignment or anything that AI cannot do, except you don't know that AI can do it. There's no coding aspect. There's nothing. I'm a web designer. I use coding. I use Claude. So you can see that AI can do everything. Is that okay? So instruction prompt. Now we are moving to the next form of prompt. We have talked about the simple prompt. We have talked about the detailed prompt, and now we are now talking about the instruction prompt. Instruction prompts is tell AI exactly what steps or actions to perform. These prompts are very common. Is that teach me how to create a YouTube channel step by step. That is an instruction prompt, right? Now explain how to save money as a student. It's an instruction. List 10 ways to make a business online. If I do that, you can see the result, but I don't want to do that now, but I want you to do it. All right, so why instruction prompts matter? Many people use AI because they want guidance, tutorial, step by step, etc. So instruction prompts are actually very, very important. So teach me how to start freelancing in Nigeria step by step. So possible output may be learn a skill, create a portfolio, open Fiverr account, apply for jobs, deliver quality, blah blah blah, and all of that. You can see that this is organized from the first to the last. Now if you want to learn any skill online, all right, professionally, and get professional results and professional certificate, please kindly send me a DM to register. although it is not free, but it's something that you can afford. Is that okay? All right, now let's proceed. Now, important is when using instruction prompt, ask for step-by-step explanation. Take note of that. So now let me give this example. Let me take this example. Let me take this example and do the practicals for that. So let me use Gemini for now and post it. So list 10 ways. All right. So list 10 ways to make money online, blah, blah, blah. You can see that it has given us 10 ways to a good profile. Now, can I give me a step-by-step guide for each of them. Make it more detailed and then write over 1,200 words. The reason why I'm writing this so that the AI will go deeper to explain each of them. Is that okay? You can even pick that you should explain only the first one. Like you can see from the first one, this is the Google business profile, step 1, step 2, step 3, and then number 2, the short form, just like that and like that and like that. But if you want better result, if I have wanted better result and more details on this number 1, I can just say, give me a step-by-step guide for number 1 only. All right, so I can now write over 1,000 words. So he can now give me full details on only the first skill. All right, you can see that it will carry a lot of result. Now it's not giving me big result because we have actually 1,000 words. It does not reach actually 1,000 words, but it can give you more result than this. Is that okay? So that is that. And then instruction prompt is actually very good. So take note of that. So now let's continue. So example based prompts, that's the next types of prompt is example based prompts, right? Few short prompting. This is one of the most powerful prompts method. Here you give AI example first, then AI learns from those examples. Oh, this is my most important part of AI prompting. You give AI an example and you actually tell the AI to generate it. So let me show you something. If I come to Google and type how to make money online in Nigeria, for example, I click on here and then you can see that this here, let's scroll down and see if you can see some articles, make money online. So let me open this one and see if we read online. Now let me show you something. This is an article of somebody that is ranking, because you can see this article on this first page. It means that the article is good and it's ranking. Is that okay? So this is it here, and you can see this is the good article. Is that okay? Now for example based prompt, what you can do is copy everything that is here and then give it to AI and then tell the AI, write me an article about so topic, make it look like this. Is that okay? But I don't advise you copying everything, because if you copy everything, it makes ChatGPT now look more bogus. Just copy only the link. Is that okay? Copy only the link. Now let's come to a Gemini. Let's use Gemini. Copy only. I want you to access this link and see how I want my article to look like. All right, I can now paste it and paste the link. That's the link. All right, I will now give you the instruction. Write me an article about how to make money online and make use of some information from the article, from the sample article rather. All right, from the sample article given, and make it look almost exactly the same. All right, so this is how the prompt is. I've given it sorry, I did not actually copy the link. Sorry, I did not actually copy the link. Let me copy the link and then come to Gemini and then this is where I have to make money. All right, I don't know why the link is not copying. The link is not copying. All right, so but let's use another platform, say ChatGPT. All right, so let's copy the prompts back from Gemini. I don't know why the link is not actually pasting here. Instead, it's pasting the topic. So let's come back here and paste it on ChatGPT and use this. Is that okay? That's why you need to have other options. Is that okay? So let's come back to ChatGPT, and then I'll now delete this, and then paste the link here. All right, so you can now see that the link has been pasted, and I'm asking ChatGPT to look into that link and give me result. So I now click on enter. ChatGPT is actually going to research that topic. I check real updated Nigerian guides on making money online, and I use them to build it. So this is how the article looks, right? Simple, clean, everything clean. Just look at this article. All right, it's possible to compare this article with this one. The only thing we did not get to that one is that we did not tell it to, you know, the word count. That's why it's a bit short. To me, as a writer, this is short. It's because I did not tell it the word count, but I can actually tell it the word count. Is that okay? And one thing you can also do is that you can tell it, I want to make this article 200 words. I want you to write it in two parts. First part will be 100 words, and then in 1000 words the second part will be that, so that the words will be too many. The article will be lengthy. Is that okay? Because if you are not using a pro ChatGPT, if you tell ChatGPT to generate 2000 words, it will not generate. Is that okay? It will only generate around 1000 or so. All right, so that is that, and that's the example prompt. So just give it an example. When we get to a prompt engineering for image, I'll also tell you how to use, or we can upload somebody's image and tell ChatGPT to create an image exactly like that, but change one or two things. We're going to get there as well. So why this work? AI understands patterns. It understands patterns. All right, so you can understand how that image was structured or how that writer was structured, and can be able to give you your own to look like that. Is that okay? Write caption like this sample. Sources start with use blah blah. I've just done the example for you. All right, so important secret: the AI is not understanding your style. If AI is not understanding your style, rather give AI some samples. So you can give AI some samples to teach AI how to give you best output faster. All right, so now we are now moving to almost the last type of prompt engineering of prompting, which is zero shot prompting. Zero shot prompting means giving AI a task without an example. Right, you just give a task. We just did the one of giving a task. For example, write 10 bakery business names. Is that okay? All right, that one is very short and direct. It almost look like the simple prompting, right? It's fast and easy. It's almost like a predictable. I just want you to know about it. When to use zero prompting is when you are brainstorming for simple writing. Generate 10 YouTube video ideas about history, and it's going to generate you those video ideas. Is that okay? Now there's what we call follow-up prompting. Is that okay? Follow-up prompting is actually what I have been doing. All right, follow-up prompting is, for example, if I tell AI give me 10 business ideas, and it's going to bring out 10 business ideas for me, then I now tell the AI write me a 500 word on the first one. It will write me on the first one, and now tell me from there the 500 words you have written, expand it to 1000. It expands to 1000. So I come back again and tell the AI write me a 500 word based on the second one you gave to me. So as you have following it up is what we call follow-up prompting. But there are more better examples than this, but I will not be doing the example because the video will be too long. So like again, for example, you can say, imagine speaking to a designer. You may say design a logo, so then later make it darker, add color, reduce text, blah blah blah, and all of that. So the very simple thing is you can tell an AI to write you a prompt, and then you follow up. Like, let me see the example I give here. So example of follow-up prompting is write a business idea, for example. Then the second prompt, after it has given you can say make it suitable for students, is another example. Is that okay? Then now create a marketing plan for it. That's the third one. The fourth one is now create a social media captions. So it's following. Remember I said AI understands a pattern and it follow context. It also follow data. So it keeps following that format. All right, keeps following that format and all of that. So that is that. So why follow up is very powerful is because it improves answer, correct mistakes, and of course it adds more details. Is that okay? So important lesson, do not expect one prompt to do everything perfectly. So that's why follow-up prompting is very good. And of course, you notice all throughout the video that I've been doing a lot of that. So continue guiding the AI so they can give you better results. How do you talk to AI correctly? Usually AI is like talking to a person. All right, the way you communicate affects the result you get. How to talk to AI correctly, is that okay? So if you're liking this video, please kindly help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's proceed. All right, so using AI is like talking to a person. The way you communicate affects the results you get. Is that okay? Follow-up communication. Many people think prompt engineering is all about the first prompt. No, you are wrong. So if the AI does not give you result, keep following up. I've been doing it, so you just have to practice it. Is that okay? But practice it the right way. All right, so I don't want to do this example again. Now, telling AI to ignore previous chats. Now, this one is what is also very important to me. Remember, I've been telling you that AI understands patterns. AI understands context. It can remember history. Now, let me come here. If I come here, you can see that this is recent history. These are all the things I've been using, I've been giving the AI. So this is also AI understands history. It has this history handy. So imagine if I want to start something that is different from this, all right, and it's still now, all right. So all I can do is tell the AI, please ignore the previous chat. Okay, of course you understand. So especially when you are still active, let's say now I just generate me 10 video ideas, and immediately we come, I want to write, let's say I want to write a script for something different. So I can just tell it ignore the previous one, because it might actually continue from the other one. So telling the AI to ignore the previous chat is the best thing you will ever do to get the best result. Asking AI to give examples, is that okay? Now, asking AI to also give examples also help. Beyond you giving AI an example, you can also tell AI to give you examples. Is very good. Give me 5 examples of so thing. All right, like show me sample output, give practical examples, create real-time result. Now from these examples, you are now going to do a follow-up chat to tell the AI, write me a based on these examples. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So beyond you giving AI examples, AI can also give you examples. So teach me email marketing and give 3 practical email examples. Is that okay? You can see it. Teach me email marketing and give me, we are going to practice this one, please, so that we see how the result is going to look. So let me put it and then click on enter, and then let's see how the AI is going to do. Email marketing is a teach me email marketing. Email marketing is a way of sending images, blah blah blah, etc. How to send images. You can see that they say how email marketing works step by step. It's teaching me how to do email marketing. Now after he's done teaching me, he's now telling me 3 practical email samples. This is number 1, welcome. That's for new subscribers. Subject, welcome to the family. Hello, thank you for joining our community, blah blah blah. This is the second sample. This is the second sample. Now I cannot tell you based on the first example, based on anyone I like, write me an email. I want to market to something. Tell the AI about your product, everything, and then it's going to do a good result. So you can see that this example is a standout example for when you tell AI to give you example. Important secret: if something is confusing, ask AI for examples. Is that okay? So if you were writing something and probably it's confusing, like that poem we're writing, if the poem is confusing to me and I don't understand it, I can tell it, give me a good example of a prompt, and it will give me. Then I will now tell it, write me a prompt based on that example, following that example, and it will do that for me. Asking AI smart questions is also very good. The quality of your question, of course, affects the quality of the answer you're going to get. So weak question is tell me about money. It's actually a question, but it's very weak. The better question is explain 5 ways university students in Nigeria can save money monthly. All right. Now, research prompting. You can tell AI to research Google, YouTube, or any other search engine to get answers for you. Now, this one is also one of my important part of AI prompting. Do you know why? Because remember what I said from the beginning. AI do research. AI is not human. It only research data and gives you. So if you tell AI to research, is actually going to do a good job for you. Now, for example, if you want to start a YouTube channel, for those of you who will start a YouTube channel, I'm already making videos for you on that. We are going to go to that. Is that okay? Now, imagine if you are making videos on that, you can say, I want to start, let's do this example. I want to start a YouTube channel. My niche is history and stories. Research for me the top 10 high-paying YouTube channels on the niche for me. Pick one of the best video and give me the title and description. This is the AI. Is that okay? Now let's copy this and show an example, and I'll show you why I'm doing this example. Let's copy this, come to AI and paste this. All right, so what I can also do is I can tell it, give me the YouTube. All right, so I want to start a YouTube channel. My niche is history and stories. Research for me the top 10 mystery, blah blah, on the, and I even tell him high paying. So let me click on send, and let's wait for the result to come out. Okay, I got you. I researched the top 10 history result, blah blah blah. So now you can see that this particular top 10 history, now number one is oversimplified. This one is an example of a top 10. So if I click on this link, it's going to take me directly. So click on this. It's going to take me directly to YouTube, where I'm going to see this person's YouTube channel. All right, and then I'm going to see it. So you can see AI can research. This is the top 10, and number one is 9.5 million followers. I can see it from here. So you can now see how it's looking and everything. So let's come back. You can see it is giving me top 10 of it. And what makes this channel high paying? It's telling you what makes it high paying, and it's also telling you best video style, example, and then the description of one of the videos. You can tell me, you can see it and everything like this. So AI can actually do research for you. Those of you who are in school, who are doing projects, who are doing assignments, etc., AI can actually do this research for you. The best AI for academic research is called Perplexity. Perplexity is it's not Perpleo, it's Perplexity. Perplexity, P-E-R-P-P. I'm writing it, see it on the board. So you can tell AI to search Google, YouTube, or any search engine. I'm a blogger as well. I own a website and I used to post there. So I used to tell AI, research also kind of niche, fetch me some ranking pages or ranking articles on a particular post, and tell me the topics so that I can write based on those topics. So it can do all these things for you, and this is very, very important. Is that okay? I want to write a blog post on the top 10 best scholarships to the UK. First, do deep research on high-ranking websites in the niche and fetch me 10 best scholarships to the UK from their blogs. Now, I'm going to do this research again. Please, I want you to do these practicals and then give me results. All right, give me top 10 and put it in the video description. Even though you're not going to use it, but just do it, practice it. All right, so it has searched, say I got you, I did proper deep research using high ranking, blah blah blah, and it's not giving me. So number one is Commonwealth, number one is Chevening scholarship, number one is Commonwealth, and it's giving me the link directly to where it brought that scholarship from. And if I click it, it's going to take me directly to that website. You can see that this is the website. So AI can do research for you. All right, so you can use it to research for anything. You just have to know how to put the prompt in. So you can see that this example 2 looks more better and even advanced. All right, now we are now going to go to prompt to specificity. We're almost coming to the end of this class. All right, end of this first course. Is that okay? The first video. So prompt to specificity, we want to talk about how to use prompt to generate captions for social media platforms like different Instagram, Facebook, etc. Is that okay? So I will be taking each of them one by one, but I'll just take like up to 5, maybe Facebook and all of that will go. So business and creators use AI daily for social media. AI can create captions, content ideas, hooks, hashtags, etc. Is that okay? Now Instagram caption. Let's start with Instagram. So you are a social media manager. Write a short Instagram caption for Nigerian fashion brand targeting university students. Make it modern, catchy, and exciting. So, all right, you can see how it looks. For TikTok, write 10 TikTok captions. You can see their Facebook. Write a Facebook post teaching young people the importance of saving. Important writing. Different platform needs different writing style. Write a Facebook post. Write 10 short TikTok ideas. So by the time you introduce the word TikTok, The AI already understands that the platform is for TikTok. And each platform, those of you who are used to teach social media management, you will notice that I tell you that each platform has different style, writing tone. All right. So by the time you introduce the word TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, it begins to align your writing to that. So that's why it's important to do. Even for blog writing, AI is very powerful for blogging. AI has helped me a lot too. Even though Google sometimes tells you not to use too much AI, but if you know how to prompt very well like me, if you're a blogger, please send me a DM. Let me send you a good prompt, like a good prompt. It's very long, that you can substitute your title and everything to generate a prompt, to generate a write-up that Google will rank it, right? If you're a blogger, only for bloggers. Is that okay? All right. So example prompt: you are a professional blogger, write a 700-word blog post teaching beginners how to make money online in Nigeria. Use simple English and practice. This one is actually very basic. For those of you who are bloggers, send me a DM. Let me help you to do that. Important tip: always AI, target audience, tone, word count, writing style. This is what we have been talking about and all of that. Then we have email writing. All right, email writing prompts. All right, you can say write a professional email applying for a social media manager job. So you actually want AI to actually write you something. You actually write an email. Those of you who are in my community, check on this channel. I have a video on how to apply for jobs the right way, and you can see that I actually told you that you can use AI to actually generate cover letter, and that cover letter is actually an email form of writing. Is that okay? So you can check the video in the video description, the video link in the video description. So you can also do marketing, write a marketing email. We have done that when I was talking about copywriting. So you can even tell you are a good marketer, write me an email promoting an online course. You can see that it will come out very, very good. So you can follow up on make the email more persuasive, blah blah blah. YouTube script writing. I'm a YouTuber. Most times, most of my YouTube videos are actually teachings. So I don't actually use AI a lot because it's based on what I know and structuring it. But a lot of YouTubers use script writing and it's very good. Sometimes I use AI to help me, but it's not all the time because most of the things I teach are things I know and things that I've been teaching for a long time. So I already have the outline, everything. It's just to design the slide like I'm doing. So, but it can help you, especially if it's documentary. Now let's look at that documentary. Let's look at this. Is a history channel. Let's open one and I'll show you something. You see this video I'm about to play here. I will not play it for long. Is that okay? But anything that has to do with history, you will do a lot with scripts. Is that okay? So for scripts, AI is the best. And of course, I don't know which one you choose for between Claude and ChatGPT when it was writing scripts, but I think for me, I go with Claude when it has to do with script writing. Is that okay? All right. Now let's go. Example prompt is: you are a documentary script writer, write a 5-minute. We have done this, of course. Hook prompt: create 5 powerful prompts for history documentary. Right? These are not things I need. I've been talking about this, so let's be proceeding. Business prompts. Product description. You can use to write product description to describe your product. You can use to advertise the prompts. You can use it to sell. That's why I said upload your product there. If you upload, let's say you upload this phone, you snap this phone and upload it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT can actually see this phone and know everything about this phone. Like this is ITEL, I don't even know the name. ITEL did this and can give the scripture and write the product description for this. So always upload your products and add more details that is needed for that product. You can even don't snap the whole of your shop and tell the AI, because the whole of your shop is not specific. Is that okay? Just snap one of it and tell the AI to do that. You can even tell the AI, if you're let's say you're snapping this shirt, the AI can know this shirt, but you can describe the shirt for the AI as well, so that the AI will also follow to give you better result. So you can use academic. We also have academic prompts. You can use it to summarize story, study notes, practice questions, explanations if anything is difficult. I wish AI was when I entered school those days. Oh my god. So explain photosynthesis in simple example. You can see study notes, quiz. These things are things we have talked about. I'm actually trying to tell you that you can do prompt specificity. So you can do each platforms. There's different platforms for different prompting, different products for different prompting. That's the only thing I'm trying to explain here, so we don't have to be wasting that time. Now let me teach you AI prompting for book writing. AI prompting for book writing. Now, AI prompting for book writing, if you want to write a book, right, or probably you want to write anything that has to do with table of contents, this is how you should write it. The difference between a beginner and a professional prompt engineer is strategy. Make AI think step by step, right? One powerful trick in prompt engineering is telling AI to explain things step by step. Is that okay? Blah, blah, blah. I want to do practicals for this one. So better prompt, teach me step by step how a beginner in Nigeria can start a small business. We have been using this example. Another example, we have solved this math problem, right? Solve the math problem step by step and explain each stage simply why this strategy works, blah, 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 and all of that. Now, let me now teach you how to write a book. Now, let's come back to ChatGPT. I will not tell ChatGPT. I want to just follow me step by step. I want to write a book of over 20,000 words. The title of the book. All right, so I want you to be a bestseller. Sorry, let me repeat it again. I want to write a book of over 120. The title of the book is A Billionaire Mindset. Yeah, so you are giving the AI the answer. Now, if you're writing a book, the first thing the AI does for you is to write you the title, rephrase the title, or write a title for you. If you don't want to rephrase your title, please tell it to maintain your title. Is that okay? And sometimes titles are given. Titles are given, all right? So AI doesn't have to change it. And now, the first thing is it must write to the table of contents first, and tell the AI not to go beyond the table of contents. Let's we click on enter. So you click on enter, you can see now it's giving the table of contents, everything step by step. This is the introduction, this is everything, this is everything. All right, now it's giving chapter 1, chapter 6. Now if you want the book to only be 7 chapters, 10 chapters, tell the AI that the table of contents should only be 10 chapters. Is that okay? But we have not given it that direction, and it has given us already 17 chapters, and you can see that everything here is good. Is that okay? So introduction, understanding wealth at its core, the psychology of money. All right, so all I have to do is now copy it and then come to maybe your Google Docs and then paste it there. So you can see the way I copied it, right? See the way I copied it. It's looking very clean, and then you can now start editing and all of that. Now when you have copied it, the next thing to now do is now tell him, now I want you to assist me. All right, so this is the promise. I said, now I want you to assist me in writing the book. You'll be writing 3 chapters each, but first start from preliminary pages and the first 3 chapters. Once you are done, I will ask you to continue other chapters. Follow these instructions and don't give your own. Now you can see the way I'm following it. Preliminary chapters are those like dedication, how they call dedication, other copyright, all those preliminary pages. So we are telling the AI to actually start from there, because each book starts from all those things. All right, so you can see that this is the billionaire mindset, is writing this, and these are the preliminary pages, copywriting page, the disclaimer page, the dedication, the acknowledgement. These are the key preliminary page, and it starts from introduction, and it's now going to write only the first 3 chapters. And when it's done, you can see when you are ready, tell me continue. I can just tell it continue, and it will just proceed. That's okay. So all I have to do is just copy and then come back here and then go to the end, and then of course I can now click on paste and start pasting. Is that okay? So that is how to actually write a book. So you keep writing it like that, and when you are done, you format it. In your formatting, please remove all these lines. These lines are not good. Remove every emoji. A book does not have emoji. Anywhere you see emoji at all, remove all. Even this one, remove everything. You can see that this one, just be editing it. Read the book yourself. Don't sell a book that you cannot, you have not read yourself. Is that okay? Now there's one thing I want to teach you, and that thing is what we call some people used to post AI content with stars, right? Just copy it. You see stars. Normally, if a write-up has a lot of emojis, right? A lot of emojis. If you copy it by simply clicking, let me show you an example if we can. If we don't find that example, it means that we will not be able to, sorry. All right, so let's say this particular this one, does it have, okay, it has, I think there's no too many stars, too many articles that will give me too many stars. Anyway, let me see this one, if it will give me too many stars. If you copy a post that has too many emojis like this one here, I'm presuming that if I click on only copy, for example, I copy it, like just a simple copy, and come to my Google Docs and paste it, it's going to generate, it's supposed to generate a lot of stars. Is that okay? But what I'm saying is that the best way to actually copy something from ChatGPT that will not give you stars is to highlight all and copy, not just by clicking this one. So if you click on here and it gives you stars, please cancel it and come and highlight everything. Even if you are using it from your phone, you can actually do that. So you can just highlight everything and copy. This is the best way to copy anything from ChatGPT, so, or any AI, so it will not give you bad scattered work, like, you know, emojis and the rest of them. Is that okay? So that is that. So I think I don't have anyone here that I can actually do to show you example. Let me try to see if this will work, if this one will produce stars. This one did not produce stars, this has not produced, but of course you know what I'm saying, so we don't have to waste time on that. So now let's proceed and then go to the next thing. Ask AI to improve its own answer. We have been talking about that, and I'm talking about that, right? While powerful improvement, improve the quality of this response. All right, rewrite this professionally, make this more persuasive, make the writing more emotional. All right, simplify the language. Important lessons: do not settle for the first output. Right, if you don't like it, don't settle for it. So always refine the output repeatedly. The AI is always there to give you that. Okay, generate multiple versions. You can write, let's say you are writing that email version, you can tell it to write 2 formats. Is that okay? So you can choose one. Tell the AI to generate in 2 formats, so you can choose the best out of it, and to do that for you. So now we are going to go to the final topic. All right, so common prompting mistakes. Many people use AI daily but still get poor results. Why? Because they make common prompting mistakes, and today I'm going to teach you how to actually avoid those mistakes. Is that okay? Now you are being too vague. If you notice me, I've been using this word repeatedly. So you are being too vague. Is that okay? You are being too general. That's how I put it. So be specific, right? Better prompts are specific. Write something about success. You are not trying to be specific. Is that okay? Giving too many instructions at once. It's not good to give too many instructions at once. Give instructions step by step. It gives you everything you move. Give you everything you move. For example, a particular prompt, you bombard it with almost everything. You are confusing the AI. Just target that. Ensure that the prompts covers the rule, the context, the task, the rule, and of course maybe some more details like a document. Just don't be giving too many things. Is that okay? All right, so that is that. All right, the next one is not following the 4 prompt rule. All right, that's the next mistake that people do. They don't follow the 4 prompt rule. That's the rule, context, task, and rule that I've just talked about. If you do not follow up, if you don't do follow up, you will not also get best results. So the best result is you give a prompt, you can review the prompt, you can improve it, you can refine the prompt. Is that okay? So if you expect results immediately, you will not actually get best results. So I always give that's why follow up prompting is very, very good. And then also giving examples, giving more details is good. Is that okay? How to earn money with prompt engineering. Now we are now drawing close to the end of prompting with text. So this is a course on how to do prompting with text. So we are drawing closer to it. People learn this skill to market themselves. Like I told you from the beginning, it is not only about using prompt engineering to actually do it. There are people who don't have time to take courses like this. There are people who don't know how to use AI, and they have the money to hire people. Go to Fiverr, go to Upwork, go to weworkremotely.com, LinkedIn, Indeed. All these are third-party tools, freelance platforms that you can get jobs from. Right? You can go there. If you search for prompt engineering jobs, you see it. And I'm going to show you here that you can actually find those jobs. All right? Prompt engineering is not only for fun; it is also a money-making skill. People and business are willing to pay for it. Is that okay? Selling AI content services. Many businesses do not know how to use AI services, so you can actually sell AI services. So the first method or how to make money is you can sell AI content. Is that okay? Create AI content and sell it. If somebody notices that you know how to actually use a prompt to generate videos and image the right way, they will hire you. We have all of them that have been hired, right? Especially that video and image is very, very important. Using AI to generate videos for companies, they hire you. And don't fail to take that class. We are going to go there because the second class is going to be on image, the third one is going to be on video, serially like that. So you can offer blog writing, script writing, and then use ChatGPT to generate blog writing. Is that okay? Of course, those of you who will be doing blog writing, I have a prompt for you for free. All right, creating digital products, right? You can use AI to create digital products. For example, I just taught you how to create a book. You can use AI to create a book and sell it. We still have other digital products that you can create and sell. All right, create a book about how to make afang soup, how to make vegetable soup, how to make rice and stew. Sell those books. Create a book on how to make money online and sell those books. Is that okay? All right, so platform that you can sell is platform like Seller. You can check in this channel. Let me not do practical because the video is becoming long. Check on this platform. There's a video on how to sell on Seller. I even teach there how to write a book. We charge you how to format it, how to publish it, how to make money. So you can check it. You can publish on Gumroad. Is that okay? So that, like the 100 viral prompts I'm giving to you, sometimes I sell them for 1,000 naira, but I'm ready to give it for you for free for staying from the beginning to the end of this video. You can remarket it if you want, no problem. So you can go to Seller, upload it there, and actually sell. So you can do YouTube automation, which we are going to also be talking about. There's a course here on how to. There's a course I will make. It's not currently here, but the course here I'm going to make. But if you're watching this video like 3 months after now, or after this month is the month of May. If you're watching this month, May 2026, if you're watching me 3 months after May 2026, it means that I've created the video on YouTube automation, so you can actually check that. Is that okay? AI is very useful for YouTube. It can create script, HTC. Social media management, you can use AI for social media to create blog content. All right, you can tell people, you can become a social media manager and be using AI to do all the work. Is that okay? Now we have blogging. You can use AI to do blogging. We have AI virtual assistants. AI can help you in any virtual job you can do. So you can actually offer these skills. All right, so I'm going to show you the platform. Prompt engineering consultation. Now I'm a pro in prompt engineering, and people can actually consult me to how to get prompts. I know that some of you may send me chats, or you may tell me in the comment section, boss or coach, how can I create a prompt to sell social product? That question you're asking, you're consulting me. And people can, if I was supposed to charge you, I would charge you. But since you are my student taking this, is completely for free. Ask me any question in the comment section and I'll answer you. So people consult you as a prompt engineer, right? Somebody actually watched my video on TikTok, I think TikTok or Facebook, and actually recommend me to a particular company about something. And they were consulting me for that thing. That was website design or something like that. They have problem with their website. So you can be consulted for what you know for. Is that okay? So that is that. So you can offer your skills in all those platforms. Now, before we do conclusion, let me show you something that you can actually go to platforms like what will I choose? Let me choose glassdoors.com. Let me go to that platform and tell you. Let me mention, I want to show you platform where you can look for jobs. Is that okay? I want to show you platform where you can look for jobs. All right, so you can come to glassdoor.com. So we click on it. It opens me directly because I already have an account with them. So if you don't have an account with them, please kindly register and do your work. So if I come here, I can search for any job, right? Because it has not loaded completely. You can search for any job, but I can search for prompt engineers. All right, sorry, I've not typed it correctly. So let me click on, I think I mistakenly typed a different thing. So let me click here and click prompts. All right, so all these jobs are actually under prompt engineers. We have senior principal process engineer, coding. This has to do with coding, how to do with this. If you keep searching for all these jobs, you will see them. Even all these jobs, volunteer position that they need human resource specialists, you can use AI to answer most of these questions. Volunteer position, grant specialists, all these things, you can use AI to search for them. I think there are no suitable jobs particularly for these prompt engineers, but you can use other platforms like weworkremotely.com, indeed.com. We have Zip Recruiter. I think let me go to that Zip Recruiter, because Zip Recruiter is actually one of my best platform. So let's go to Zip Recruiter, and so you just check all of them. Upwork, you can set up a gig on Fiverr as a prompt engineer, and anybody who needs a prompt engineer in Fiverr, they can actually look for you. So remember that on Fiverr, you don't actually look for jobs, you set up your gigs. Somebody who needs your service will be the one to reach out to you. Is that okay? Now let me put prompt engineer and click on prompt engineer. And now I don't want you to be in Lagos, I want it to be everywhere. I can just put it everywhere. That I can click on enter. Now you can see here we already have prompt engineer. Are you seeing it? In Dublin. Dublin should be in Ireland. Dublin is also in Germany, all right. But you can see when the job was posted: electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, this engineer. But I think the first one matches what you want. This is to show you that there are jobs as prompt engineers. Is that okay? All right, that is that. And then let's come back to our slides, and then we are now going to conclude. Now listen to me. AI is not a real human being. I've been saying it. The result you get depends on the instructions you give. So please, if you like this video, help me subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll see you in the next video. But the most important thing you need to know is that AI does not work until you practice. The knowledge you just got will not work for you until you practice. Don't assume that you already know them until you start practicing them. You start using them in your different field. I'll see you in my next video, which has to do with image prompt engineering. So where I'm going to teach you image. That one will not be too long like this. I'm not going to go straight to the point, but this one was the focal point of the prompt engineering course. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in that video.